Alright guys, welcome back to another J.O.P video. And today, I'm talking about one of my favorite movie trilogies. And now I guess you can call it a franchise with a new live action remake just coming out. Which me and Devin did not get to talk about on our podcast, unfortunately. So this is the How to Train Your Dragon franchise. One of my favorite trilogies, and honestly, the remake isn't bad either, as I'll talk about it soon, as this is my rankings. So yeah, as you know, this is my list, not everyone's list. We're not going to agree on everything. I just want to get that out of the way. And obviously, if you don't know How to Train Your Dragon is, I urge you to go watch these movies first, or don't. I can't really boss you around. So I mean, let's just get right into the ranking. Number 4 is, of course, going to be the live action remake. And I mean, it's just obvious because I've seen this movie before. It's literally basically a shot for shot of the first one, just live action. And I mean, there is something new kind of to watching it. Real people ride dragons. And of course, though, kind of Toothless looks the same, but you have to do that because you can't really mess up that. You can't make them look evil or completely realistic. You gotta make them look cute and let Toothless have that kind of like dog aesthetic to them. And they do that, and I enjoy that because if they messed up Toothless, that was gonna be a big turnoff for a lot of people in the movie. So I'm very glad that they didn't do that. But yeah, myself very enjoyed this movie. I mean, like I said, shot for shot remake, and the story of How to Train Your Dragon is so good. I don't think you can really mess that up. So yeah, and the actors were pretty good in my eyes. Mason Thames, I seen him on the Black Phone, and yeah, I loved him, and I'm kind of excited to see him more in things as he grows older, especially that he's gonna be starring in the Black Phone too. And yeah, and then Gerard Butler obviously reprises his role as Hiccup's dad, and that's just cool to see. Also, growing up with this franchise, at least an actor is coming back. So yeah, I mean, there was just honestly there's no point to this movie. So I mean, this is why it has to be last. Because this is a good like 85%, while the trilogy, they're all above 90% in my book. You know, like I said, one of my favorite trilogies of all time. Now, this it did the first movie justice, and it did not ruin the franchise for me at all. It's just a fun little movie that I probably won't watch again because I already have the first one that is way better in my opinion. Number 3 is going to be How to Train Your Dragon 2. Obviously, I just want to get this out of the way. These are super hard to rank, so don't take offense to any of this. But the most recent watch, these are where these movies have placed. And so, yeah, How to Train Your Dragon 2. I just feel like this had the weakest villain. I mean, it was kind of just a dude that wanted a dragon army to kind of just take over the world, and that was kind of boring. But this did have more of the most emotional scenes in the movie, especially the scene of when that one character dies. I don't want to get into it, but yeah, I definitely got emotional during that scene more than I remember really. That's why I am talking about these movies with such love, because when I rewatched them like a couple weeks ago, just forgot how amazing they were, because I was so entertained. And honestly, I watch so many movies now, like to get entertained that much is just surprising. So yeah, this also has the scene of like Toothless becoming the alpha and protecting Hiccup once again. Because, that's basically Toothless's job in these movies, is just to protect Hiccup. Uh, Also, where Hiccup finds his mother, which is also kind of an in my book, bringing a parent in and then also making him lose a parent, why not just make him an orphan? I know that's way too dark for the movie, but the movie's already pretty dark, I would say. So yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of cool things in this movie. It's just compared to the other two in my recent rewatch, it's just third. I mean, still way better than the live action, but it's just a little worse than the others. So yeah. On to number two is, of course, going to be number three, How to Train Your Dragon 3, The Hidden World. So yeah, this is kind of the end of Toothless and Hiccup's relationship. And it's just a sweet movie, great conclusion to this trilogy. And I'm just happy they ended it in a really good place. And they didn't take it so far, it kind of just started ruining it. But it actually ended a story. And if you wanted more, obviously they make the little spin-off TV shows, but those aren't really canon and you don't need to watch those. So yeah, of course, this is about two best friends and them kind of having to grow up and then live their own lives. And Hiccup has to learn that, and he kind of has to learn how to lead without Toothless. Because all this time, ever since he's became chief or before chief, he's had Toothless, and it's been so many years that he's honestly forgotten what it was like without him. So yeah, and obviously before he had Toothless, he was kind of just this scrawny kid, while the society and the civilization he lived in looked down upon him. So that also probably was a fear. But yeah, throughout this movie, Hiccup has to learn that he can provide for the city and his family without Toothless. He can do these things without him, but their relationship and is just so good. It's kind of hard to let him go, but you have to, and just like in life, you have to let things go. And of course, the Toothless finds romance in this movie to let him start a family, just like Hiccup had romance, and kind of all this trilogy. And yeah, it's just a very sweet ending. And of course, when they reunite with their own children at the end of the movie, it just puts a big whole smile on my face. Yeah, and I mean, the villain is just another dragon killer, but he's specifically kind of just going after Toothless, as he is a Night Fury killer and wants to end all Night Furies, because he did it as a kid and it made him a hero. So yeah, and this explaining also why the world doesn't have dragon nowadays, because we're not ready for them. Makes complete sense in my book. I mean, we would probably be in war with dragons right now if they were out flying about. But yeah, very good movie. A very good conclusion to a trilogy, and the runner-up. But there's one movie better than this, in my opinion. Okay, so on to number one is, of course, How to Train Your Dragon. I mean, you knew this was going to be number one. This is the first movie that came out. This is the first movie I've watched, and that started the whole thing. And rewatching it, this is the movie that I still love the most. You watch Toothless and Hiccup, this dragon and human creature and person, become friends, and bond, create a relationship. And then when you see Toothless try to protect him near the end of the movie, and then obviously the society attacking him and kind of using him, while Hiccup is trying to change their ways and has to kind of save and help Toothless at the end of them, just like he saved him previously. And that's what I really like about the relationship. It's them saving each other, It's not always Toothless saving Hiccup. I know I said he does that a lot, but Hiccup does save Toothless in a lot of these movies as well. It just makes their bond even stronger. So yeah, I mean, this is just the start of it. Of course, you got the beginning of the group, whatever they're called. I forget what they're called, but with Astrid, Snotlout, and all of them. Yeah, they're just fun. Especially when Hiccup starts becoming this super good dragon trainer or whatever. And Astrid and the whole group is starting to get jealous. But yeah, the whole movie's fun, and obviously you got the dad, and you got the plot line about him being embarrassed about his son because he's all scrawny and the puniest kid in town. And then he surprises him and makes him proud in kind of a different way than he was expecting. And I love that story. I love the plot. I love the theme. I just love a lot about this movie. And if you ask what my favorite animated movie of all time was, I would probably say How to Train Your Dragon. Yeah, I know that might sound crazy to some people, but it is my favorite. I know there is really no villain to this movie. There's just a big dragon fight at the end. But I mean, it's a movie about dragons, and it gives you a dragon fight. What else do you want? So yeah, uh, this had to be number one. Nothing else could top it. So yeah, I mean, if you enjoyed my How to Drown Your Dragon ranking, please leave a like. I know it was quick, not a long video, but I mean, these are just fun movies. It doesn't have to. These aren't into depth. Like, I don't have to think about them super crazy. And honestly, this video is kind of coming out late, so I doubt it's gonna be super popular, but we'll see. But if you like the content I leave you guys overall, please subscribe. It really helps me out. And if you disagree with me or agree, leave the comments down below so we can talk it out. So yeah, see you guys.